So I'm sat here in a restaurant in Kiev, enjoying an excellent bottle of red from Odessa, and reflecting on what has been quite a remarkable day, both of business and I suppose sightseeing, and not a small amount of sadness. Walking past the memorials in various parts of the city and seeing the Ukrainians sort of paying their respects to the dead, and there were literally thousands of photographs on church walls and in various squares. We're just walking through Kiev and came across this sort of intersection, and all that is to commemorate the dead warriors of Ukraine. So it's all a bit emotional, really. One thing that just strikes me walking around the centre of Kiev is the absence of middle-aged men. I'd say 70% of people walking around are women, obviously some older men and younger men, but it's just stark. You know, if anyone thinks that the fact it's been going on for 2.5 years means it's stopped, they're kidding themselves. I mean, these people really feel this.
Each flag has the name and the age. Only 24 years old was.
Really does bring it home what's gone on out here, and I've sent some pictures and video back to show that. But you could drive around the city and walk around the city, and on the surface you could think everything was normal, but it's not. And there's definitely a sort of a sadness in the air, a quiet resolution that they know they've got to win, but they know there's going to be a lot of pain and death before that day comes. And I talked about my reasons for coming, and I think today I thought perspective was really important. You know, in the UK we tie ourselves in knots sometimes, arguing about things which in reality, are they that important? You know, society tends to take very entrenched opinions at both sides of the spectrum, not recognizing sometimes that, you know, some of these subjects are more complex and nuanced than we think. And in 3 or 4 years, is it really going to matter? You know, some of the Ukrainians I spoke to sort of hit on that and said, look, the day before the war, we didn't believe this would happen. You know, these you know, the Russians on the other side of the border, they weren't strangers. You know, there's a lot of relatives back and forth. There was a lot of cultural interchange over many years, a lot of family links, and even to the day of the war, they didn't believe it was going to happen. But, you know, Helen said to me today, the day before the invasion, everything we thought was important disappeared the day after the invasion. And I think we could learn a lesson from that, and I certainly, as a reason for me coming here, an unexpected reason perhaps, I think perspective is so important for us to recognise. We are so lucky in the UK, so lucky in Wales. We've never faced what these people are facing. You know, it's not just our doorstep; it's on our land. So, you know, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow again. I'm hoping to go up to Butcher and sort of pay my respects. Yeah, so I'll sign off for now, and see you all tomorrow.